EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And to a vibrant drum beat, we are underway here in Rio. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Carr right away going to look to throw. Underneath for Miller. Ooh, and a juke. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Milton. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chigakonkwo with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it looks like the defense has got it. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
Here's Milton now to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he
now White lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And just on the catch there, he couldn't get away. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now Carr. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry now for Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. Now a play fake. Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Here's Milton. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Throwing is Milton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. A first carry for Rachaad White. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They stay on the ground with White. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Milton. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chigakakro. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have taken the lead. A nice throw there. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's Carr. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. From the 38 now. Here's second and a couple. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peters. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now is Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Saints had 10-6 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Carr going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Again, it's Carr. Dumps it complete to Miller. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
In motion, the tight end. Now Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Hey, 734, 29, 29.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, it's Carr. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to it.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Milton. Flushed out right. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now 3rd down and 7. To throw is Milton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He finds his man. Complete. It's Peters. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd and 6. As Shaheed going to go in motion.
Here's Carr to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball out to punt for New Orleans. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. Airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Saints 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
That was a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to trot out there and try and slow them down.
And a catch right side by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back to throw now on first down.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll go up the middle with White. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 43-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Milton. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here's Milton now to throw.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They begin with a run by Miller. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second and 9 from the 44. Now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Peters. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Looking to throw. Carr gets this complete to Shaheed. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr setting up the screen for Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now a toss running left. This is Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Carr now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 18 play. 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Opting to run again here with White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down. Milton escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peters. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play there, second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Milton. Flush to his right. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Milton. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now back to the ground game with White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down, 8 yards to go. They keep it on the ground. White again.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday night has been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the left hash, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Tampa Bay, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
My fault, my fault. Man, I was playing connected to the Wi-Fi. If anybody watching, they can see all the times it was real choppy and sloppy. But it didn't do it in the first quarter. But right after that first quarter, man, it was all downhill from there. So when we started the game off, I was like, all right, bet. He just threw it right to him. Boom, I take it. Touchdown the next play. Then, oh, no, that's my fumble. So then I made kickoff return. I think I made him fumble on the kickoff return. That's right. That's how I got the ball. Incomplete. Second run, I fumble. Then he comes down. This right here. No, it was choppy. This is when I realized it right here. I'm trying to go underneath, and it wouldn't let me switch. And then when I get to him, it still ain't let me switch. He just stopped. And I was like, nah, man. That's when I knew I was in trouble with the Wi-Fi. But I came down and scored. Then they ain't even show it. I've read them. I just read the play, came underneath, picked it off. Then the rest of the game was all just choppy Wi-Fi, man. It was driving me nuts. I think this one of them. How do you score? Oh, yeah. I was underneath. So when I thought it was a run, I said it's not a run. I'm trying to go outside and look what? Come on, man. And I was like, well, ain't nothing you can do when the Wi-Fi messed up. I ain't gonna say messed up, but it was choppy. So then the rest, yeah, I just tried to throw a Hail Mary, got picked at the end. No big deal. He went for, this was fourth. Why would they show this? Oh, I think this is the fumble. Yeah. Watch when I come around the end. The whole time I was like, as soon as he come around, I said, just grab him, big boy. Watch him punch it. Look at that fist. Bing! Punch it out. Ugh, get out of there. Not only does he punch it out, he recovers it. I didn't do anything with it, but still ate up a lot of time. Then the last one, when he scored just before the half. At this right here, I picked the play. I don't understand why. I don't get why he didn't. I put underneath. He didn't. Yeah, man. I need corners with better ability to read that, man. I should have been a pick six, but it wouldn't let me switch because of the Wi-Fi. You got it. But it's all good. Came down to the last kick. And it was janky, and it was this stupid zoom in. But it don't matter. I made it. That's all that matters. Other than that interception, I just threw up at the last second. Kind of messed up his stats. Put him at 105. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kept his running backs in check, though. So he kept mine in check for the most part. Mostly it was passing game until I couldn't, man. I swear, man. Your Wi-Fi is janky. Let's see. My boy here got something. Got a sack. And he said got a sack. All right. He got a pick. That was because I threw up a Hail Mary. He ran his back. Good pick. I got a couple forced fumbles. Look at that one. Oh, yeah, he got one, too. I got 2-1. And, I should have a recovery with Dean. That ain't right. He should have, because he made him fumble, maybe because it was on the kickoff return, but they gave him the fumble, so they should have gave it to him. But it's all good. A win is a win. I appreciate it. All right, I'm out. Until next time.